Ooh wee, ooh wee. Awesome. Where's my face cam gone? Always something with this stream stuff, man. Boom. Should be there, right? Did not? Still not there. So weird, bro. Wait a minute. What is it? Hold on, I'm gonna get it. There it is. I think that's it. What is that? I know y'all can't see this, but this is hysterical. I think my face cam's gone. Yeah, what is this, bro? It's gone nuts. Okay, I'm gonna delete it. There we go. And I'm gonna have to restart it. It's okay. No big deal. Video capture. That's so nuts, man. I've never seen that before in my life. Oh man, streaming is tough. Where's my face, bro? Alright, well, I guess we'll just stream without it for now. Not really sure what's going on with that, but we're not going to cancel the shit just because of a face cam. That's so strange. Does this have my face cam on it? Yeah, it does. What the heck is that? You guys see what I'm dealing with here? Like, why are things like that? Boom, there I am. Oh my gosh. Why was that so hard? So weird, dude. Okay, well, we got to figure it out, man. Got to figure it out. It just took me an extra second. That's all. Chroma key kind of sucks here. Right. Try it like that and see what happens, all right? Boom. That's not too bad. There we go. Hey, we're figuring things out, man. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Some time ago, the night sky was...
thing after another. There we go. You know that you guys can hear the game okay. Kind of run by this guy for now. In thermal and just dip. Ooh, back it up. Get them running at us. Back it up. Boom. Here we go. There's that locust swarm right there. It only seems to react to the targets. Don't suck. I'm trying not to. I'm doing some different stuff with the build here. So those locusts, I put a different tier 3 mod on the weapon, Joe. So I'm trying to see how that acts. Where are you, Joe? How come you're not running? You guys getting ready to go hoop, huh? I wish I could hoop. I want to play basketball really bad. All right, here we go. As it stands at the moment, I'm not loving that mod on the weapon. Locust is pretty good. Might be. As it stands now, it's like, I don't think it's doing fast enough damage for me, you know? Like, I'm taking more hits because they're just not dying as quickly. It's an interesting thought. We'll see how it plays out the rest of the time. I'm not ready to just, like, give up on it. We'll see. Does it follow it around the locust, or does it just stay in one spot? I think that matters. Dude, I can't shoot, man. Getting rocked. Have that. 650,000 damage on that crit right there, by the way. Nutty. Super nutty. Over here. I'm actually not a big fan of these, like, timed pillar deals.
Seems they were trying to activate.
I think it's kind of like a cheap concept, but it is what it is. See if we can get this right here. Some of those thermals, pop it, eat it. All right, not too bad. Not too bad. And you really need to work on my clear times for some of these other expeditions. As it stands right now, I can only gold probably 3 of them on a really consistent basis, like 100% of the time. The rest, I'm like really pushing for sort of the end of the gold timer, and then, you know, a lot of times accidentally creeping into that silver timer. So it's not great. Get him with that swarm quick. Hit one of these for some AoE. Where are my crits, Brodies? Where are my crits? What is an Outriders? The most grammatically incorrect sentence of the day for now. Let's see if someone can one-up you. Interested to see if that happens or not. Are you hooping today too? Yeah, I think how I had it in yesterday's video, Joey, where I was doing like 400k additional damage from explosions, and then we're even doing AoE on explosions from the crit. I might keep it on that. I might go back. I'm just looking, man. I want the meteor. I want the sandstorm. Those look so sick to me, dude. No, I understanding the game. You'd be surprised. A lot of my YouTube comments sound like that, so. Eat it. Get out of here, bro. A lot of my YouTube comments sound like that, and I'm sat here and I have to, like, figure out ways to interpret it. It's not the best look, you know? I try to comment back on every single YouTube comment, and a lot of times it's pretty easy. Not to, mostly because I just don't have a whole lot of YouTube comments at the moment, but, you know, grammatically correct sentences help. But for some, I'm just like, man, I know there's value in that comment somewhere, and I'm trying hard to find it. Sometimes it just eludes me, you know? Eat shit, this guy right here. Let him form from here. That's a place that I've never heard of before. Here we go. Come on, cooldowns, get to working. Yeah, like, normally I would spray my gun and get a bunch of crit and decent AoE damage between cooldowns, but like this right now, it kind of has me at a standstill, which I'm not a big fan of. I think we could be doing much better. Also, you know my homeland? Yeah, I've never heard of it. Never heard of it. Joey, I meant to ask you, someone was telling me in the comments of my most recent video that the thermal bomb, that 40% increased damage to the targets, that it doesn't stack. And I swear up and down that it does, but it's not the first time I've heard someone say that. You know, I'm like, man, we did a decent amount of troubleshooting when I was just running around buffing your build when we played multiplayer. See if we can get these guys lined up. There we go, boom. Yeah, we did a decent amount of extra buff, and I'm just like, man, I really feel like that thing stacks, you know? Boom. Homeland is home to trolls. I need to see more damage. I know. Well, I'm trying new stuff, man. I'm trying to close the gap. I still have not found boots, man. With 3 of the 4 possible roles for the attributes, I still haven't found any decent ones. It's so ridiculous to me. I grinded tier 15 expeditions like almost all day yesterday. It's ridiculous that I could not find decent boots, regardless of rarity. Like, they just didn't exist. Yeah, that swarm's coming off, bro. What gap? It is 100% stacks. I swear, man. And a lot of people, they just like hear the YouTuber say it and they're just like, oh, that is the case 100% of the time, and they don't do their own testing. I'm like, yo, I tested that. We tested that for hours the other day. Oh no. Steph's in there hollering. Or is he singing? It's not good that I can't tell the difference. Literally watched Moxie deal 66 minutes on the final boss in the Eye of the Storm. Jesus, man. Yo, I tried that for the first time yesterday solo. That kind of feels like something you wouldn't be able to complete solo. Not that I've done like a lot of research on that or like tried a bunch of times, but it feels, because of the multiple pillars that you have to do simultaneously in the low time, it's like I kind of feel like you would have to have 3 people go and do 1 pillar per person simultaneously, you know? Am I wrong about that? Get him! Freaking crawler. I think that's the problem right now. I'm not doing enough damage. It's really hurting my times at the moment. It's not doing enough. I'm doing a lot. But I'm not doing enough. See what I'm saying? And then the knockbacks are slowing me down. I know people don't say it that way, but like, when you get knocked back and you cannot fire, it hurts your DPS because it's literally time spent, like damage per second. If you break down the way, you know, just the wording of it, damage per second, right? You have to be shooting your gun or casting spells or whatever to be doing damage. And if I'm not doing that because I'm knocked backward, there is no damage to be dealt. And so my DPS essentially is much lower when I face enemies who have that ability, whether it's like freeze or knockback or what, but I don't think we're gonna get gold here, dude. Can I get a crit? Thank you. Just one. Just one, baby. I've also been toying with the idea of running phaser beam. Phaser beam might actually get me some more damage. Trickster, why do you think that is? That tricksters and technos are the only ones that can run that solo? Just because of the damage that they do? Just because their damage output is so much higher? Because that's all the game is at the moment. Which I was thinking to myself the other day, like, you know, like the meta in the game, and a lot of people are praising the game for build variety, and you know, fair enough, there's decent build variety, but there are clear metas, you know, as there are in every game. I get frustrated because the standard types of builds that you see in these types of games, you know, the tank, the healer, the DPS glass cannon, among other types that you would typically see, they're irrelevant. It's all irrelevant. You just want the one that does the most damage. And to me, it kind of cheapens the experience. It's like, yeah, there's so many different builds, but it's like, but they're not viable. They're like, oh man, I made a sick tank build, but it's not viable because you can't do the damage. You know what I mean? It's kind of sad, to be honest, that they've prioritized it. They prioritize it the way they have, especially when they push, especially when they push an end game the way that it's set as of right now. Like, look at these monsters trying to get it in, on me. Ooh-wee. See, like, that's one of the things where I feel like if I wanted to, and if it was relevant to the game, I could make a really awesome tank build with this, with the Pyromancer. I could make an absolutely devastating tank build. And that would be really cool in like every other game, but not this one. You know, it's kind of sad to me. Have you seen Nobody yet? Oh, the movie. I was like, oh, the new movie that came out. I've been seeing ads about it. No, I haven't seen it. Did any good? Dude, I'm really tanking this. I can't wait to switch my mod back. I do believe it's because of the mod. And I hate these flying wasp things. Jesus. They look like all the bugs in Florida, FYI. Have that. I've not seen Nobody, man. Talk to me about it. Is it something I gotta see or what? I'm gonna have to cut some time out. What is it on, like HBO Max or something? Surprised me how good it is. Okay. Dude, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Fucking thing. I hate these things with a passion, bro. And like single target DPS, single target damage is really like what my build struggles with. AoE, dude, we've got that. Survivability, we've got that. But the single target stuff, that's why I'm thinking about switching to phaser beam, but given the way that my gloves are at the moment, I can't like efficiently transfer over till I find some. Nice long big content, Jesus. Prime Video is a good movie for some. Oh, okay. Is it free on Prime if you have Amazon Prime, or you gotta pay for it too? Thanks for watching, Joe. Appreciate you, dude. Okay. Okay. Where are my critties? My critty bitties. Hey, boom, boom. Hey, there we go. Got lots of them lined up. When you see how good we look when we get them lined up like that, you know? Rental. Okay. How much did it cost you to rent it, if you don't mind me asking? like $5, I'll do it. But more than that, I don't know. I don't know. Oh shit, I'm out of bullets. That's gonna be a killer. Here we go. Also, I think we've got MLB The Show coming out here pretty soon on Game Pass as well, which I'm really excited for. We need to get a homies league going. Oh, any good ones? Let me get to these bullets, my guy. Let me get to these bullets, my guy. Yeah, I'll probably watch it tonight. I'll see if maybe Stephanie wants to watch it with me. We've been looking for something to watch together. We've been binging our normal shows and stuff like that, but use a good movie, you know? Get some of that. I'm gonna miss. If I switch to phaser beam, I'm gonna miss that thermal AoE damage for sure, but I don't know. Phaser beam seems like, you know, if you get them lined up, you could do a substantial amount of damage to the enemies in that straight line, and then on top of that, when I face guys like this, when I'm just one-on-one with elites and such, it's one of those things where we need to do better one-on-one, you know? Because right now we really struggle. That really pushes our expedition times past what they should be. Like, I'm not even gonna I'm competing for bronze at the moment with this. Here we go. Here we go, get some of that. Right up on me, cuz. Back up, my guy. Back up, my guy. It was 20 to rent, but you can also watch it in theaters. What's going on with theater, bro? I don't even think we have a theater. I would probably have to go to Orange Beach for a theater. I don't know if we have one out here. Maybe in like downtown Pensacola, but $20 to rent it. Ooh. That's a little bit though, you know? That's a little bit.
There's the pod.
Yeah, look how bad I'm doing right now. That's crazy, bro. I mean, it's a long expedition, but this one sucks, man. We're definitely not sticking with our current mod selection. Here we go.
The whole forest seems to be pissed at me.
The whole forest seems to be pissed at me. Alrighty. Like, I just spent 18 minutes in here, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna quit out, but this is a pretty flat run if we're all being honest with ourselves. We'll do better, man. Especially if we get archways. Archways is so easy right now. If I could just spam archways, dude, I totally would.
Pretty angry, I get that. But I'm still gonna need that mod.
Where are the enemies? There we go. There's the critty. There's that critty. I don't even care about the spiders. They can blow up, man. Shit doesn't affect me at all. Man, you can't tell me that thermal doesn't stack twice. I feel like it does, bro. Look, man. Look at this. Oh, I can get my bullets going. There's 8,000. There's a couple 8s in there, mostly 4s, but there was an 8. And then before I stack, watch this. Before I stack, it's 2,400. You know? 1,800. But it's high 4Ks on the regular with the double stack of thermal. I'm not a mathematician. but it feels like those things stack when you have the double. There we go. I'm probably not doing this one again, dude. This one sucks. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Don't get lucky and hit me right here. There you go. And get my swarm. Yeah, this swarm, dude. This swarm is just not it, cuz. It's just not it, bros. ET, are you still here? I want to talk to you about this Madden League I joined, bro. Look, we're getting 8Ks off a double thermal. You can't tell me, man. And it's so difficult to gauge because at your end screen, when it sits there and tells you as much damage as everything did, you're not going to see, at least I'm pretty sure you're not, the damage buff, right? How effective the damage buff was. So like, for example, I'm not just going to see how much damage the buff from thermal caused. Like they just don't break it down in that way. You kind of have to do your own research. And there's some subjectivity to it, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, dude. I joined this Madden League and got absolutely rocked, bro. I got rocked my first go. I got 21-0'd. I didn't quit or nothing. We went the full game, but dude, I got rocked, man. I am not as good as I think I am. Ugh, have some. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I got slammed. With the Titans, too. Like, this is a solid team. The Titans. That guy manned me up the entire time, and none of my receivers could break free. And then he stacked the line against Henry. There was nothing I could do, bro. Man, we got freaking bronze, bro. Yeah. We're gonna play around a little bit after this with the mods. Damn, man, that's what I'm saying. Yo, I thought that was the last wave. That's not even it, bro. Yeah, we're never doing this one again. Never. Never doing this one again, dude. This one sucks. Yeah, well, I made some moves. I actually hit up Face. I hit up Clarence, big homie Clarence. We're supposed to lab later today. I can get better. Cause like I'm not even the type to get into a 32 user league and be like, oh, I have to win. That's not even it. I just like to compete and build my team and stuff, you know, in a more realistic fashion than we do in the homie league. But I want to compete. I don't want to get ran through every fucking game, you know? We can't have that. We can't have that, man. I'm too much of a competitor to just sit there and get blasted and not change something. Damn, cut. There we go. There's a thermal. One more, man. One more. Get some. 180k right there off that wave. Did y'all see that? That wasn't even a crit. Maybe I read it wrong. All right. Well, that sucks. That's a lot of user games. I know, but I want that wreck. I want that wreck. And I'm okay with losing. I just want to be clear. Like, I'm okay with losing. I just don't want to be the fucking loser. I'm not trying to be the Chuck in nobody's league. You know what I mean? Go 0-16. Can't have that, man. Can't have it. Activate this stupid pod. Let me get my stupid rewards. I'm not getting anything, bro. I'm not getting anything out of this. Hey, we did get a legendary. Well, let's update the thing then. got one. We're in on one, boys. You play more than 3 games and you not the Chuck on the league. Oh, yeah, well, Chuck used to play his games. Let's see what we get here. Rurog's Gaze. Which one is this? I think I have this. Conditional multiple mutates. Yeah, I have that one already. Not bad. Not bad. Not for my build, though. I could see that being a really, really good techno gun. Technomancer gun. Let's switch that mod on there and see if that helps. So look, here's what I was talking about with the damage. So almost 240 million damage dealt, right? Damage sources. So thermal bomb by itself did almost 35 million. Overheat was doing the most, right? Deadly disturbance damage. That's the one on the gun. And Ravenous Locust only did 16 million. But the problem is that this isn't telling us about the buffs from thermal bomb. That's the issue that I have. We don't get information on the buffs, like how much additional damage are these skills doing because of the buffs from other skills. Like, I don't even know how you would lay that out in an analytical format, but I would really appreciate that, because there's a lot of like random testing and like subjectivity to it that I want to break away from, and I want to give people an accurate portrayal of how things work. You know, I want to be able to spout the numbers, and I can't right now, and that's an issue. So we're gonna come to this gun and we're gonna take Locust off. It was a good run with Locust, but that one ain't for us. We're gonna put back Wrath of Moloch here. And what we're going to end up doing, essentially, if you haven't seen my video from yesterday, we are essentially going to double up on massive. We're going to basically crit stack our weapons mods here. So with Deadly Disturbance, every time you crit, you get an AoE effect, 223,000 damage to enemies within a 5-meter radius. That's fantastic. Along with Wrath of Moloch, which is another crit, another explosion dealing 161. So essentially you have almost 400,000 damage in an AoE of 5 meters when stacking these two. And this is not the ideal thing in this slot right here, but it's kind of like thinking like that goes a long way when we're trying to find like hidden damage in between builds, you know, like transitioning and trying to optimize builds and such. So I don't know, just small stuff like that. And I'm still learning sort of what I can get away with when I don't have best in slot gear here. So that's immediately what we're gonna fix. Feel like my cooldown damage, my in-between cooldown damage wasn't good. No, wait. No. And we're just never ever gonna replace these boots. That sucks, but these right here, these are good gloves right here. So here's what I want. I want to try to move off of thermal and try a phaser beam with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to improve the rarity of these gloves. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Improve the rarity of these gloves. See if we can get something worth a damn as the second roll, so we can make a case to try to put those on for some phaser beam damage or something, cooldown or something like that. Let's go down here. Here it is. It's got the 3 rolls that we're looking for. Improve the rarity. See what we get. Increase damage, no. Critical shots build up 5 seconds. Like that grants you. That actually could be pretty good. Given that our weapon is utilizing crit stacks to do massive AoE damage. Obviously we're not looking for the bonus on the firepower on the firepower aspect of it. It doesn't hurt, obviously, but if we can stack that 5 times, we're talking about an increase of like 18,000 anomaly power, you know? So there's that, man. That doesn't look too bad. Let me see what we're rocking right now, see what we'll miss out on. Emergency stance, so we can't miss out on that. We can't miss out on emergency stance. That shit's too crucial, man. It's too crucial. It's too crucial, you get it? We can come here. Yeah, so we might have to miss these gloves. Let's stash them and see if we can come up with something for them later. Backpack, stash these suckers. Boom. And I literally don't need anything else at the moment. Look at this helmet, though. That's quite the armor on the helmet. Much higher than mine. Much higher. I don't see anything that's gonna do it for us. So we're gonna just break these down. We're gonna get the resources from it. Not like we're in dire need of resources or anything like that, but let's just double check my boy, see if he's got any booties for us. You got any booties? You have the boots, my guy. You have 2. Whoa, whoa. Did we hit it for like as it changed? I've never done that before. That shit freaked me out. Max cooldown reduction, status power. Okay, it's not what we're looking for, let's be honest. What do we got here? Nothing. Bogus, bro. Bogus, dude. Alright, well. Yeah, we're just not really getting lucky with the drops. Ninja Turtle, what up, dude? Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well on this fine Sunday. Right now, we're trying to reroll. We've been experimenting with some pyro equipment to see what kind of mods we can get away with using. Just haven't really found anything worthwhile. I would like to increase the radius of thermal bomb. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But these gloves are just like really... I think it's the gloves. Yeah, it's really the gloves and some of the boots that are holding us back at the moment. All right, well, let's run another one and see what happens. Maybe we can get a favorable turn here. Let's see. We get Boomtown. We get Coliseum. Let's do Coliseum. It's been a while since they're just not really giving me like the favorable expedition runs at the moment. We'll try something new. We'll try some Coliseum action.
Matter that calls for your skills, Outrider. Our scouts have spotted a group of ferals gathering in the Coliseum, deep inside the packed city. Perhaps.
All right, let's run it, baby. Let's run it, man. T15. Play Pyro as first class and only played to level 10. Trickster and Techno are level 30 now. Yeah, Trickster and Techno seem to be a lot of people's favorite classes at the moment. Any tips for getting into Pyro? Yeah, man, I've got a lot of tips for you. My entire channel at the moment, not in its entirety, but I've got a lot of build videos up. So it just depends, like, it depends on what type of build you want to make. For this, I'm finding the Anomaly Power build to be really, really good. My first bit of advice for endgame Pyro would be get the Akari set. Get the headpiece, the chest piece, and the lower torso bit for the Akari set. It provides you a lot of versatility, and you can make a lot of different builds from that set. And if you'd like me to, as soon as monsters stop shooting me in the face, I can go over why that is. Like give you a little show about it. Have all that, bro. Yeah, I like the Pyromancer. It was my first one. I have not even made a second build yet. I've just been grinding this dude right here, and I'm trying to, I guess, drag the lifespan of the game out for myself by doing that. You know, just by making sure I'm finishing classes and getting all the gear that I can and so on and so forth before I move on, you know. As much fun as the game is, and the game is a lot of fun. The game is a lot of fun. It's got its problems, you know, and I'm a little concerned about the longevity of it, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I'll show you. I'll show you kind of like the build that I have set up. I made a video on it yesterday. If you want to, you know, more detail, but I'll quickly run over it as soon as this run time is over. We'll go through it. No problem, man. Just glad you're here. Thanks for watching, dude. Boom. Get these. Ooh, I need to reload. Man, I need to do a better job of like memorizing crit spots for monsters, because when I have a gun that's completely based off of crit damage, it's like kind of need to know where to crit, you know. So what kind of builds are you running on your Techno and your Trickster, dude? What do those look like? Have some of that. Yeah, what's everybody running, man? I want to know. I don't know. To be honest with you, because I've just been so, like, set on Pyro, I don't even know much about the other classes. I know that a lot of guys on YouTube are saying, you know, Techno in particular is like the meta. You know, it's like the best class by far, and it's not close. It's a little unfortunate that that's the case, especially so early on. Toxic damage with burst ARs. Yeah, that's what I hear, man. That's what I hear. Especially those burst ARs. Burst ARs are... they're like cracked out of their mind in this game, you know? Come on. Line it up. Boom. There we go. Get a quick reload in. Where's my walk-on sound? This ain't Twitch, dude. We've moved. We're not on Twitch no mas. That was a Twitch extension, unfortunately, so I don't know. Trash. Well, that's part of it, isn't it? So part of it. I just wanted to keep everything in one place, you know? Really focusing on the YouTube videos and then streaming. It's like I can stream where I post my videos, and that just feels like there's a lot more continuity there. And instead of being like on my videos, hey, if you want to see me live, go to a completely different platform on Twitch. Like, that just kind of seemed dumb to me, you know? Look how far back I ran. What a schmuck. There's a sick. The stricture is a lot of teleporting back with the auto shotty. Survivability needs a buff. Yeah, I mean, the whole idea behind the trickster is what? They're teleporting right up on you and then blowing you away the shotty. You would have to have decent survivability just to be that close, I imagine. I've got a friend who plays trickster with me from time to time, and when I play with him, I've been running a build completely catered to his build. And what I mean by that is a build that just debuffs enemies and buffs his damage, and his powers, dude, his damage numbers go absolutely through the roof when we do it. So it looks like a really, really fun build to play. It's been interesting to watch kind of his gameplay loop, his skill rotations and such. How the gate go up before they pull the handle, because they know daddy's home. It's time. Ain't no daddy's home, cuz. This is where I struggle. If you weren't here in the last run, this is where I struggle. When it's one big solo elite, I'm gonna have a hard time. Get all that. Get all that. Let's see if we can debuff with double thermal stack here and get some crits in. Yeah, that feels good. These guys run up. Love that. Let's get the anomaly power for everyone affected by those fire waves. It's kind of hectic, man. I'm glad this build feels like, you know, it's good enough for, as far as the survivability aspect of it goes. It's definitely good enough. I was saying on the last run, I can make, dude, we could have some sick tanky pyro builds, you know? Be some sick ones. Yeah, look how much more damage we do with the Moloch mod on it as opposed to the Locust mod from last time. Melt your face. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get past it. What's going on over here? There's something hiding back over here. This is what I don't like. Look, he's literally running from me. Like, are you freaking kidding me? And on top of that, it's a locust, bro. Come on, man. It's like these Florida bugs out here. Give me this. There we go. I'm saying that's one of the things that I really hate about the expeditions is, like, it feels like random ads run away and go hide. And then you're left, like, after you've destroyed and melted an entire room, you gotta go chase them down, and it takes your, doesn't matter how good you do, it takes your time back. You know what I mean? It's like because that guy went to go hide. So stupid, man. Give me that. Give me that ass. Thank you. Frizzy, are we running tonight, man? Are we running tonight? You trying to get that mixtape going or what? This is gonna be all dunk animations. It's gonna be all dunk animations. You should make a rule. Make a rule. Everybody submitting clips only gets 2 dunks. Because they're so overpowered, everybody gets fucking dunks, you know what I mean? I'm more impressed with the other things, like the more like user-based things that people do. Like, I want to see some snatch blocks. I want to see some step back threes. I want to see that type of shit, you know what I mean? That would be a hell of a fucking mixtape. Look at these guys just wrecking me here. I don't think we're going to have enough time to beat gold here. I mean, it's going to be close. Oh, fuck. I wasted that. Seriously? That's good, man. I'm sure you got a bunch of those, like, mellow fucking step backs, you know? Those, like, 09 Western Conference Carmelo Anthony step backs. Yo, I can't even move, bro. I see you out there, cuz. I just wish the game was better, to be honest with you. I wish I wanted to play that game more. It hurts to, like, be in love with basketball the way I am and then not ever feel like playing 2K. 'Cause it's like, it's the closest thing we have to, you know, a decent basketball video game, unfortunately. Here we go. Man, I was telling ET, I don't know if he's still in here. Frizzy, I joined that 32-man Madden League. I got fucking wrecked, bro. I got absolutely smashed my first game. I got 21 skunked. Like, we played the whole game and all, but... Oh, man, I should have got ammo, bro. Stink. Definitely not making gold this time. MLB this week. Hey, I know. How we feeling about it, man? Are we doing, I know it's on Game Pass, so I don't have to worry about buying it, but, what was I gonna say? Are we doing the franchise, like a connected franchise deal, or what? Like, what's the plan, you know? What's the plan? Who's getting it? Are we playing with them? Am I gonna make a my player? Do they have a my player fucking mode where I can play with my homies? That would be sweet, right? Go put Darius in left field somewhere. Put the bum homies in left. That would be funny. Treat them like Smalls from the Sandlot. You're killing me, Smalls! I love the Sandlot. I feel like I can't talk about it a whole lot anymore because it shows my age. Hey! Let's go. I know, hey, Frizzy, you remember Tyler, right? One of the old baseball coach that I used to coach with? He was the baseball coach over at Founders. He was talking about now that they have Game Pass, he's trying to get in the league too, if we do one, so. He was super pumped they moved that shit over from PlayStation to multi-plat. Here we go. Bang, bang. Let's do it.
Feral maniac captured them for sport.
Maybe I should lean into some more mods for the overheat damage, huh? Might be good. that. Reload, you bum. Yeah, I'm like way behind, and I've been way behind on all these. Dang, man. We just need that one weapon, bro. That's not entirely true. We need more than one weapon, but if we get like one of those weapon drops that we need, dude, we're gonna be doing so much more damage.
I think that's the last of the monsters, but that maniac is.
I think that's the last of the monsters.
Here we go.
Get all these guys lined up. Get them lined up. Get them lined up. Boom, boom. Yes, sir. Hey, Frizzy, watch me make MLB My Player videos, huh? Just talk shit and drop bombs, right? Talk shit and drop bombs, baby. I feel like the entire Xbox community is just so behind on that shit. Die, man, shit. Right? Not a good run, man. Not a good run. But because you pay the drop pod resources for some of these expeditions, you do get a higher, I feel like they call it like magic find in other ARPG games. You get higher magic find value out of it. So even if you silver the ones that you pay drop pod resources to doing, you're probably still going to get at least one legendary, which is a good feeling. Here we go. I think we got one more wave. We just gotta not get bronze, bro. Come on, baby. Yeah, we just gotta not get bronze, bro. That is like it. That's all you have to do. And we're probably not gonna do that. Jeez, look at me getting wrecked, bro. There it is. Just reload in. Oh, they stop your reload, man. That shit's so brutal. All right, just me and you, hotshot. Me and you, buddy boy. Watch him square up. Got him. Let's go. Got him. All right, man. Let's see if what I told you was true. If you get silver in the expeditions that you pay drop pods to participate in, you still get a decent chance at legendaries because the magic find rate is higher. Slow-mo. Yes, sir. Because look, what it says is 12.5 times 3, right? So we should only be getting just under a 40% chance to get a legendary. But what they don't tell you, I hope to God I'm right here. You're gonna get a boosted bit from magic find. Yep, there it is. Told you. Told you guys, man. I told you. You get the boosted bit. The high roller, which we already have. That's what's on my back right now. I'll go ahead and break that one down. You know what might be good, bro? Ah, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to do it. So now we have that, now we have that mod. That feels good. Did we get the boots that we need? No, this ain't it. What about you? No, ain't it either. But we did get a mod for the library, so that feels pretty good. Not a bad run, all things considered, if you ask me. Let me see here. 202 million this time. I'm sorry. Right. Actually, we don't need to do it. Let's just hop into another one. Wait, is Ninja in here? Ninja Turtle, did you want to go over the build real quick? This is, so he asked me, and this was at the beginning of the last run about 15 minutes ago, and he asked me, what tips would you have for brand new pyromancers? And my first tip would be pursue the Akari set. Pursue the Akari set. So here's the Akari set. If you look down at the bottom right there, if you look down at the bottom where it says set, oh, you're back. Okay, cool. Set bonus active. Every enemy damaged by heat wave grants 50% anomaly power bonus for 10 seconds, right? So a lot of times, especially in the last gameplay bit, the from the last expedition I did, if you notice, I was doing a lot of running in fucking circles, like I look like a lunatic if you know what I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is I'm watching my mini map and watching the ads in particular gather up and kind of get into a straight line or sort of bunch themselves together. And the point is to run heat wave right over the top of as many as I possibly can, because what's really, really powerful about this is you'll notice for a lot of things, I'm trying to find one in particular, for a lot of things, you'll notice that when you get damage buffs from these items or from these mods, it'll stack a specific amount of times, right? What makes this so powerful is this doesn't have a stack limit. So the more things that I get hit by heat wave, right? Like there's no ceiling there is what I'm saying. So 50% per, if I hit 10 people right there, you know what I'm talking about? That's a ridiculous amount of extra damage. And that's a favorite button in your stash and loadouts. I'd like to see loadouts too. I don't know, Mr. Peterman, I don't know if you've been watching any of my videos before. I actually made a video not too long ago about how Outriders would benefit by taking and being a little bit more like Diablo, right? In Diablo 3, for example, which I play fairly regularly, you can go and you have stash loadouts, right? I can stash away a certain build or a certain set of things, right? And then just quickly go over there, edit it. And if I want to, I can just go over and then press the A button or click on it, and then I could be running that build, right? I see what you're saying, and I totally agree with that point. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously a favorites in here would be really, really good as well. I mean, there's definitely some quality of life. There's some quality of life improvements that could be made for sure. So then do you run a FP build, a firepower build? Yes. So I would probably run, I mean, you guys have seen it. If you are on YouTube and you play Outriders and you watch Outriders videos, then you know the Pyromancer has a volcanic rounds paired with perpetual mobile mod for your weapon. You can do pretty good damage. I've also got that build video up on my channel. So if you guys want to watch that, you can just go watch it on my channel, man. It's the Pyromancer tank build is what it's called first, and then I did a revamp 2.0 version of that same build after they patched it. Stash loadouts would be sick. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Turtle. So that's what I'm running right now. I'm running this Akari build. Obviously, I'm using Heatwave as the skill to amplify my anomaly power. I'm using... Right now, what I'm doing is I'm kind of utilizing it for the purposes of not heat wave, overheat. I'm so sorry. I brain farted so hard. Overheat right here. Let me see. Where's that mod? Which one did I have? Here it is. Overheat decreases the skill cooldown by 50%, which is a tier 3 mod. And then I have another one. Where is it? Master Consumer. The skill consumes either burn or ash status to deal damage. Consuming both at once increases the damage by 150%. So That typically, like, while most of my skills do a fairly equal amount of damage, overheat usually gets about 20 to 30 million more damage than all the other skills. There's that. The only problem that I'm seeing with this right now, and I think the way that I could optimize this even more, is if I was able to create more ash effect in an efficient manner to make sure that I was getting consuming both at once, increasing the damage by 150%, which I don't think I'm getting right now, as I'm not putting ash on anybody. I've tinkered with putting ash bullets on my weapon, kind of giving a little spray and pray action to a bunch of the ads or to the elites, and then hitting it, but I don't see a substantial amount damage increase from that, and I think it takes away a little bit from the continuity of the build. It makes it a little bit more difficult, just because, like, you have a skills cooldown, right? You're like, bang, here's my skills, bang, 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 you're just kind of popping them out, and to stop in the middle of that and just kind of like spray your weapon wildly, you know, to make sure that you're ashing people up, it just doesn't provide much for the continuity of the build, like I said. So I was thinking about doing something along the lines of, I think I've been running permanent with tier 2 bleed rounds and Vamp Mag for my Volcano rounds to try and get CT15. I'm going to tell you what, it is definitely possible to use firepower builds and then rock 15, but you have to optimize way more for the firepower builds right now. You just have to. Anomaly power builds, what I'm noticing is I got this set, bro. I got this set, and you'll notice I only need 3 pieces, but I was rocking 4. I rocked the pants, the gloves, and the boots from this set to get the set piece bonus, and those are not the ideal ones because the mods that come with them aren't great, but I was running that, and because I had the set bonus active, I could immediately go to Expedition T15s and start running those and start grinding, and then start getting my my legendary mods and weapons library much bigger, much faster. So as far as it's concerned with the pyro, which is the only character that I've played thus far, the anomaly builds are just they just shit all over the firepower builds. There's no armor drops yet, unfortunately, and that is the loop of the game. So, you know, you gotta hope that the RNG gods bless you a little bit more. We run a 3-man team. We all have perks on each other, builds that complement each other. I have toxic mod on my pyro. That sounds fantastic. I was mentioning earlier that I run with a trickster, and a lot of times when I run with the trickster, I was running a complete buff class, buff and debuff support style class for him. But now that I have my stuff up, when I run with him, I run and then I use, here it is, I use branded, which we talked a little bit about in the beginning of the stream. Branded, enemies affected by the skill receive 40% more damage. Now, I also have another one on here that allows me to cast that. Here we go, Fire Frenzy. I can cast it one more time between cooldown. So essentially, I can cast this twice and then give whoever I hit with Thermal Bomb, a lot of times, you know, I'll hit elites with it. That's going to stack. That does stack. I know there's rumors going around that says it doesn't. I promise you it does. I've done a lot of testing on it with my friend, the Trickster, a lot of buff testing with him. That does stack. It is an 80% damage increase, right? And so I'll run my normal setup like I have right now, do the normal DPS that I do, and then because I have that Thermal Bomb, when we focus on a leech, which is actually my weakness in this build, is single target DPS. When we focus on it, dude, he absolutely shreds, bro. He shreds. It's not close. Like, he runs some automatic shotgun. Like I said, I don't know much about the tricksters, but he runs some automatic shotgun builds, and he just warps over to him, and it's like 3 or 4 shots. And he's telling me he's doing like 2-3 million per shot when I have that buff activated. I'll drop a sub so I can drop into more streams. You have a set schedule or just when you can? This is actually my first stream. I just switched over to Outriders content about 2 weeks ago. I've really prioritized it and focused on dropping content 6 times a week is what I'm aiming for, 6 videos a week. And I just now am kind of getting to the point where I feel comfortable with my subscriber count to begin streaming and connecting with you guys a little bit better and having these types of back and forth conversations, which I'd like to do once or twice a week, right? Just kind of get in there. Maybe the day that that I have off from videos, I could do a stream. I'm not entirely sure yet. A lot of that is going to have to do with you guys. Like, when I don't even know. I don't know. So my schedule is pretty wide open. I'm really trying to just stick to just creating content, and the plan is to just have that be my job, you know what I mean? So I want to do this, and I want to cut out time, and if streaming is beneficial for the channel, then absolutely would love to cut out time with that and connect with you guys a little bit more. So I am noticing that a lot of you guys are having questions, or you're making comments about a lot of stuff that I've gone over in some videos. Now I don't want to sell out and ask for you to subscribe, but if you go have a look through the channel, there are videos almost entirely built around some of the questions, to have answers for some of the questions you guys have asked in here. So keep up the grind. Thank you, Ninja Turtle. I appreciate you guys being in here, man. All 20 of the homies in here rocking out with me today. You guys are flipping legends for that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I know that, like, see, the thing is, you know, I'm running T15 expeditions, but you see a lot of YouTubers who, like, hey, this is their job already, and they've just been grinding the game like absolutely mad, and maybe some of them even got it early, and they're like way ahead of my progress. So the fact that you could go watch them and just like rip and roar through some of the end game content, instead you're here kind of watching me struggle and get my ass smacked just like that, I appreciate that a lot, you know. Sub, yes sir, thank you, Lo. Is it Los, like Lowe's or Laws? How do you say your name? I'm so bad with names, man. I apologize. And we did just make the switch. I know some of you guys are new, some of you guys aren't, but we did make the switch over from Twitch to officially be full-time over here on YouTube, for no other reason, just to have some more, just to kind of align myself more on one platform, you know. So we have been doing this for quite a while over on Twitch. We've switched our content styles a couple times, and with this sort of content, I feel much more at home, if I'm being honest. So I'm hoping to stick with this and just kind of ride YouTube out, you know. The second way, fuck, how did I say it the second way? How did I say it? Was it Los? The Laws? Sheesh. Anyway, either way, I appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys a lot. Lots of ads. I just got to make sure I don't get backed in the corners and get wrecked on here. This is, if you're looking, like, if you're looking for an expedition that is, I want to say the cheesiest, because they're not cheesy, you still have to beat it, but the one that seems the easiest to me and then has the biggest timer is definitely this one, Archways of Enoch. I run, like, you've seen me, I've been struggling. I've hit a couple silvers on T15 so far. I guarantee you, we will gold this right here. We are going to gold this. No questions asked. So this one to me is by far the easiest, if you were wondering. Let's see here. I'm gonna run through. I'm getting messaged out of this world. Is that Discord?
Weird.
It is Discord. Speaking of, if you guys want to join the Discord, we go in there and we talk some shit. I've been trying to utilize my Discord in a way where people join it and then they have other people, like maybe if you're struggling to find someone to run with, you know, to party up and squad up and do some of the awesome content with, and you guys can get in there and, you know, just say, hey, I'm looking for someone to run with, you know. It's obviously, it's not a huge Discord server. There's like 60, 70 people in there at the moment, but a lot of them are in there for Outriders, and so if you say, hey, I'm looking for someone, a lot of times you'll find someone to play with in there, which is pretty cool. I know not everyone has that issue. Some of you guys, you know, you have your friends already set, and that's fine, but sometimes we go in there and people will like take pictures or screenshots of their builds. They'll talk about their builds, and if they're not pyromancers, I have no fucking idea what they're talking about, because like I said, I don't know shit else about the other classes as it stands right now. I've kind of done, I've tried to do a job of making sure that I go into this completely blind. Like, I wasn't looking at other YouTubers, and for the most part, I don't look at other YouTubers' content surrounding Outriders about like what to do and how to do it. And you know, some guy said on my video from yesterday, he commented and was like, "Oh, bro, this build video is like 4 or 5 days late." And I commented back, I'm just like, no, the build video was right on time. it was as soon as I could get it out. So as far as I'm concerned, it's right on time, you know. And so I've just been going in here blind and trying my best to figure it out that way. I just feel like, you know, a lot of people they'll figure out the best way to beat a game or to do the meta things in the game and then feel like they've beaten it and they just didn't get like a genuine experience, you know. And I feel like, you know, even though I do provide, to be fair, I do provide content for people like that from time to time, but I feel like it devalues the experience a little bit. And I don't know, I just didn't want to do that for myself, and so I've been grinding a lot. I could show you guys the amount of hours. I mean, I've got to be 200 hours in. I would be willing to bet a pretty substantial amount of money that I'm at least 200 hours into this game. So we're gonna check. I'll check after this game is over. We'll go and look after this expedition is over. Excuse me. I can't wait to see. You guys are gonna be like, "Oh, you're such a flippin' nerd." Yeah. I put a lot of times into a lot of games. You should see my game library. It's nothing to scoff at, for sure. Get some of this crit, get an explosion. The thermal burmals. Some more critties. Hope everyone's doing well, man. Hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday. I know Sunday is kind of one of those days where, like, we kind of fall back into like lazier it is for me anyway. I fall back into lazier habits, and we have a thing where, like, sort of like the nicest dinners that we make are typically on Sundays. Like, my mom growing up, when we could afford it or whatever, that it wasn't always the case. But once I got to high school, you know, my mom had like a really good job, and we could start doing this more. But like Sundays were like steak nights, you know. So that's a thing, and Brood Mothers are so rough. Yeah, dude, I know. These things are ridiculous. Doing a decent job against it right now, but when it's one-on-one with the Brood Mother, this build struggles just because, like, I get the anomaly amplified damage when I'm doing the heat wave to multiple adds, and so when it's just one-on-one and I don't get the amplifier, my damage goes down, and that, obviously, she's a sponge, right? I assume it's a she because it's a mama, but... Who knows? She's an absolute damage sponge, so... Yeah, I think they're pretty rough for everybody. I don't know anybody that gets excited. Like, oh yeah, fucking Brood Mother. I'm gonna wreck this. No one gets pumped. Nobody. Boom. Oh no, have we lost all of our bullets? Oh no, we haven't. We're good. Felt like a shotgun bullet right there, which is my secondary. Definitely didn't want that to happen. That guy. And I like to hit some of these guys with the thermals in the beginning here, because when they explode, right, when they eventually explode, here he goes in the back. Unfortunately, he didn't tag anybody with the AoE damage from the explosion, but it's nice just to get really, really easy AoE damage from just killing an ad very quickly, you know? These guys are kind of a pain in the ass too. Not to say that they're especially squishy or especially spongy, because they're not. But they're like these like prime athletes, and they hop at you, and they're so aggressive. So I was speaking earlier on DPS and what that means for people who do knockback or freeze damage, and essentially they lower my DPS every time I get slapped by them, dude. Because I just can't. You should try Fortress on your gun. Yes, that's the grind right here, Greyhound. That's the grind. I'm trying to find a Fortress. We do that, and we're gonna do so much more. They just constantly rush. Yeah, the alphas, dude. Yeah, they're fucking relentless, man. They're fucking relentless. Yeah, Greyhound Fortress is the dream, man. We get one of those. Oh, bro, it's on like Donkey Kong, my guy. We're in there like swimwear. I can't wait. We'll consistently gold more than just Archways of Enoch. That'll be nice. Oh my god, something wrecking me from behind. Sus. Gives more DPS to skills and firepower. So is that exactly how it works? Is it, isn't it based on like your armor percentage or something like that, Greyhound? I'm gonna show you guys a couple things when this runs over. I'm going to show you a resource that I've been using, because I'm going to have to use it right now to answer that question, more than likely. A lot of times, you'll see when these types of games come up, there are online resources that you can use to sort of like organize your thoughts on like what weapons to get to like buff your character and builds and stuff like that. So like, for example, I told you guys earlier, I played Diablo a bunch. Diablo has the Icy Veins website, which is really, really good for doing exactly what I said. It is like archived all the weapons together on top of making, they have like build guides and stuff, which I haven't found any build guides online, at least not a place that, you know, specifically does build guides. But there is a website that has all of the archived legendary weapons, armors, and sets, which has been really nice. And so to answer my own question on exactly how that, how the fortress works, I'll be checking that after this and showing you guys where to go. Look at the glitched stand your ground? What is it? What is that shit called? With the golem on? Man, that golem shit is glitched right now. And it is love at the moment. If you're not running it and you have the mod, you need to be running it. As you'll notice me right now, that shit just activated for the first time, I think this run. You will not see it deactivate, even though it's only supposed to be up for 4 seconds. Emergency stance, that's right. You will not see it deactivate at all. It's glitched, so when it happens once in your runs, it's on for the rest of your run. You can tell that it's on because you see the shield that there's a fucking A. There's a green shield symbol right over my health bar. I think I'm not, yeah, on the other side of me. And that represents emergency stance. You will not see it leave. And it is the only defensive mod that I have on right now, so that couldn't be anything else. Confusing. Give you some. I'm using Fortress, Phaser Beam, and the 3-set bonus. Yes, sir. That sounds lovely. Look at this guy coming in. Brian Urlacher. Come in and trying to wreck my shit. Oh, no. Almost got dunzoed right there. Yeah, I think I would. Oh, no.
Sorry, friend. I asked too much of you.
R.I.P., man. R.I.P. We're going to retry it, but before I do, I want to... Let's do this here. Here's how I go about doing this. So, let's see. So in this right here, this is happening right now. So I'll watch myself. But down here, I provided a whole bunch of links for you guys. Here's the websites for all the weapon guides and the armor guides and things like that, right? Hold on. Let me move this up to here so I can still read chat. Then move this down. Sorry about that. Wait. What? Hold on, I'm gonna get it together, guys. Boom. Here we go. There we go. There we go. You guys should be able to see that pretty good. Yes, sir. Okay. So down here, the weapons guide. Click on that. And it'll take you here to PC Games. Choose Hard's guides. Huh. I had it done here. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on. Boom. So here's all the weapons right here. So this is it. This is that. Not the same website. Okay, I'll fix that link. Sorry about that, guys. So all of this, we just got to find... Dude, I'm getting exposed, my guy. Hold on. Legendary gear. Here it is. Here it is. This is it. This is it right here. 100%. 100%. And look, here it is. Yeah, yeah. Because you can go and you can click on what you're looking for. So now I go to shotguns. Pump. I think it's a pump action, right? You got the Airy Master. Here's Death Shield. I'm pretty sure this is the one you're talking about. Yes, Fortress. Receive a percentage damage bonus based on your armor. But you said, Mr. Greyhound... What did you say? Tooltip is confusing, but it doesn't matter how much armor you have. It's just a flat 43% DPS increase. Why does it say it like that? I wonder why they worded it like that. Isn't that a little bit weird? What guns... I'd like to know what guns drop the Sandstorm and the Comet mod. That's what I've been looking for. Icarus looks dope. Iceberg... No, it's not that. That's what I need to find. That shield looks dope too, though. Shots mark enemies. No, I have that one. I have Grim Marrow. I have Amber Vault. I have Thunderbird. Yeah, what? I wonder what guns. What are the guns that that do that? Sorry, it takes me half a second to get this shit back together. This is my first YouTube stream, so bear with me. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me. Here it is. Funeral Pyre for the comic, and I think it's an AR for Sandstorm. Alright. Let's try this again. It happens quick when you die, you know what I mean? And that's what I was telling you guys before. It was earlier in the stream. I was saying something like, I don't get killed, like, I don't ever, like, gradually see my health bar just dissipate. Instead, things that happen are, like, the sniper shots from those assholes, the marksman assholes, or I get hopped on by some, like, charged up fucking elite alpha, you know? And then it's like, all of a sudden, my shit's gone. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, we need to find some of those weapons. That's really gonna help us. And like in this game in particular, in all things in life, but in this game in particular, the best defense is good offense. So the way that we stop ourselves from dying is the ability to do more DPS. So if we can find things that help us do that, I bet you we die less. Those two hit at the exact same time and an insta kill you, yeah. That's unfortunate, man, but it happens. I gotta put myself in a better position, I guess. That one is on me. Nothing I can complain about, you know? So, let me ask you guys this. What other games do y'all play? So, obviously you play Outriders, but what other games? You play, like, Destiny and Division and Anthem. I know the obvious comparisons to that. Is there anyone who plays things on a regular basis that aren't, you know, the obvious, same genre games? Dude, come on. I can't see anything. I gotta brighten up my monitor a little bit. Destiny's solid, man. And you guys have heard... Oh, well, you guys haven't. Cause I keep forgetting. This is the first time I've streamed here, so conversations that I've had with streams in the past don't exactly carry over, but... Destiny 2's your main. Okay. I've tried to get into Destiny recently. As recently as, a couple months ago, probably. Maybe, like, towards the end of summer into fall last year. Tried to get into it pretty hard, and it's just a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. It is quite the time investment as well. I think, and not to say the game is bad by any means. I don't think anybody who knows me thinks I believe that. I don't believe that at all. I think Destiny is probably the gold standard right now for looter shooters. I think this game has the potential to be right there with it, maybe surpass it. But the amount of content in Destiny right now by itself, like a standalone content, that carries that shit, you know what I mean? Does anybody play any like hack and slash RPGs? I know we're in the ARPG genre. Any like Diablo, Path of Exile, Wolcen, you know, what's that, Grim Dawn type guys in here? Just guys that just like love looter based games, you know? They gotta be somewhere out here. Where are you? You played Path of Exile for a while? You played Path of Exile over Diablo? Or you played Diablo and then went to Path of the Exile? Lots of big news coming from both of those camps recently, Diablo and Path of Exile. Very excited for those, man. Very, very excited for Diablo 2 Resurrected, and then obviously Diablo 4. Just was rough because I got in late, yeah. Well, some of those games, it's like, and when I say this, Shock, I don't want you to feel like I'm pointing you out or anything like that. These RPGs, specifically the Diablos and the Path of Exile types, and this game in particular, games that don't have rampant PvP, you know, people would do well to just focus on themselves, man. Focus on themselves. And it's just like, hey, if we're always comparing ourselves, you know, we got in late, or, you know, oh, I'm so far behind the power curve. In PvE style games, it's like, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit if you're behind the power curve? You know? It's like you're playing by yourself most of the time. Granted, you could go play with your friends, but there's a fantastic solo experience in most all PvE ARPGs, you know? So, my thing would be, Path of Exile is a fucking phenomenal game. It is a brilliant game. And if you feel like you just got into it late and you just didn't stick because you're worried about what other people are doing, I'm hoping, and I'm not saying this is you, Shock. That's not what I'm saying. I'm getting wrecked right now, Jesus. If those types of thoughts go through your mind when playing games, it's like, okay, a couple things. We're not competitive gamers here. Most of you guys aren't YouTubers trying to push content out first. You know what I'm saying? There's no pressure. You guys have no pressure. You know what the pressures you should be putting on yourselves for playing video games? And I feel like the world, society, bro, gamers, the gaming community as a whole needs to get back to this. Play it because you fucking like it, dude. Enjoy the game. That should be priority. Be first. Like, great, like, fair. If you want to, like, challenge yourself, game comes out, you want to challenge yourself, I'm gonna be the first to do that. That's fine. That's a different story. That's a different argument in particular, entirely. You know. Destiny 2 fixed that issue this season, and more should. You know. There are different ways to do it. Destiny's a really difficult one because the PvP is probably, you can choose to ignore it, and you know. In this argument, I just assume that you would. But just enjoy the games that you play, man. Don't worry about doing shit first. You know? I would even argue, hey, like, stop, okay. Well, I don't know. You guys do what you want to do. I won't say that. You guys do what you want to do. But I just hope you guys enjoy your games. That's all. So, gaming's done a lot for me growing up, for sure. So, and I know more than likely, if you guys are adult gamers like I am, more than likely you've been gaming for a while, and you've been gaming for a while for a reason, and that's because it means something to you, you know. And just, I don't like the current trend in gaming where it's like, oh, you're doing that, that's silly, that's not the meta. It's like, that's how I want to fucking play, and you should be able to do that. And I hope you guys do. As we stand here in front of this brood mama. Like, I think, as it pertains to me, one of the ways that I'm working on doing that for myself is, like, as a content creator, it's difficult because you want to be creating content. But at the same time, I want to enjoy the games that I'm playing, and I'm feeling like one of the ways I'm going to choose to do that in regards to the Pyromancer classes that I've been trying to set up for y'all. I'm trying to find a really good Pyromancer melee build. I think that would be a lot of fun. I meant more as I got in the end of the season, was behind on content, too much to do, basically. Yeah, it's an overwhelming feeling. I could see that being a thing too. You know, you're like, Jesus, I don't even know where to start. That's how Destiny had me feeling when I first jumped in. When I first jumped in, I was like, holy cow. And then Destiny they don't pull punches over there, bro. They're like, you have this legendary quest, or this exotic quest, excuse me. It's gonna take you days. And it's gonna be hard as balls. Right? It's gonna suck. You're gonna have to jump through all the hoops and dance when they tell you to dance. You do you. Yes, sir, Mr. Peterman. Yes, sir. Yeah, but yeah. They don't pull any punches over at Destiny. And part of me really likes that, you know? Part of me really likes that. I don't like my handheld for these types of games. You know? They do a little bit of hand holding. But for the most part, especially with those exotic quest lines, bro, they're like, no, no, no. You're finna do this shit, and that shit's gonna be tough. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I think if I had to complain about any of it... Ooh, I burped and yawned. Don't clip that. If I had to complain about anything, it would be... What would it be? I'm trying to make myself complain about it. I low-key wish we had a 2K league. I don't know why. You don't wish that. You don't wish that. Not with the types of friends we have. You don't wish that, bro. It was a shock that we got our Madden League the way we got it, you know what I mean? Let me finish my thought here in a moment. While I wreck these guys in their faces. Damn. He jumped right out of the way when I tried to hit him with that. Need to reload, bro. I need to reload. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I'm sorry I brain farted so hard. The one thing that I don't like about those same quest lines that I was just celebrating with you guys, the ones in Destiny, are the ones where you have to like the navigational ones. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you have to find this shit, and it is like hidden. You know? That shit is kind of for the birds. I don't love that aspect of it. I feel like they could do better in that regard. But I see why they did it. Like, I'm not going to pretend to be ignorant as to why they did it. It's easier content that way. It's a lot of content, and it's easier content to create when you're just like, go search for that, and then you go hide some, like, speckle of an item in a desert somewhere. Then people go... But that's when people go onto YouTube, and they're like, where the fuck is this thing? And then you got some guy on YouTube who just makes it, and then you go do it. And that's what I'm saying, like, that's kind of cheap content, you know? The navigational stuff, not a big fan of it. Boom, let's get it. We reloaded. I'm reloaded. Hate these fucking things with a passion, bro. Those are the worst things in the game. Between those and those birds that shoot their like little like bullet feather things at you, the big ones. Oh man, those are like the bane of my existence. I cannot explain to you how much I despise all of those creatures. Get something burning here so we can get our lifesteal back. Have this. Have this. It's free. It's free. Can I get a crit? There it is. Love that. Oof, oof. Gotta stay away. Okay, this is where I died last time. When I had a bunch of those alphas butt rush me. Super sus, but whatever. Said what I said. Trying to get in the way of those ads and make sure I'm getting that anomaly power buff. Sheesh. Have all that, bro. I'm like so hyper focused. I'm like, if I die again, I'm gonna get made fun of. Come on. Got the reload off. Yes, sir. Love that. That overheat, right? That overheat, bro. Trying to tell y'all. Come on, Brood Mama. Rude Brood. Can get some anomaly from this. Melt, bro. Just melt. Don't play with me. Just melt. Like, I just cannot deal damage to these guys. Whether it's because they're moving around or I just can't get the crits I need on them. Shit sucks, dude. Give me that. I'm just spraying. Come on, game. Oh, man. We had a really slow gold run right here, too. Really slow one. How's the build? The build's fine. The build is just fine. As you can see, we're competing for T15 golds. I'm not gonna say it's not a walk in the park, but we are definitely competing for them. We need weapons, dude. We need weapons, bro. Our weapons are doo-doo pee-pee. They're crap. They're both butt cheeks. You should really try keyboard and mouse. I want to, man. I want to, but I play on my Xbox though. I'm playing on my Series X. I'd love to try keyboard and mouse. I'm not great. To be honest with you, I've been playing... The only things that I play keyboard and mouse for nowadays are like the isometric ARPGs, the Diablos, the Paths of the Exiles, the Valheims, and stuff like that. I know I could just put it into the USB slots. Legendaries. There's 3 of them, bro. Hey, what a run that is, yeah? 3 legendaries? Whew, what are we getting? What are we getting? Give me something great, bros. No. No. Oh, I don't know what that weapon is, but those other 2 things, I have those. Love a good legendary. Let's check what this weapon is. Let's head back. Hopefully it's what we're looking for, dude. Just give me something. Good run, man. Thank you, Byron. How's everybody else's builds coming along? I know there are a couple guys in here that were saying they're tricksters and technomancers. Do we have any devastators in here? No devastator love? Look at this gun. This shit looks fire. Oh, it's the burn. Inflict burn. Ah. I mean, I don't really need that, but it looks dope, bro. Man, shit like this, like what I just said right there, it makes me wish... No, I want to see the gun. Just don't you switch. Don't you switch menus on me. I wish that we could have a transmogrify station. How does a game like this not have transmog, dude? If you don't know what transmog is, it's the ability to collect an item, as we just did with Shellrog's excrescence. I don't know how you say that. But collect an item and then be able to take that item's skin and then put it on your current item. So for example, I have the imploder here. I just want the imploder to look like this. And in a lot of other games like this, you just transmog the item. How the hell do we not have that? How the heck do we not have that, man? What's going on over there, Square Enix? PCF? Tired of this shit. Transmog, man. What armor should we get? Armor the Reforged. Wait. 50%? Wait, which one is this? 50. Oh, okay. Feed the Flames and Thermal Bomb. I've actually not seen any great ones from that. Lava Lich. Okay. I want to make... I've been wanting to make a volcano and eruption build. I need to watch your build video, but still haven't had a lot of time to grind. I'm sure Transmog will be on the list for updates. God, I hope so, Byron. God, I hope so, bro. Hope so. Yeah, whenever you get a chance, man, I just appreciate the support. I appreciate the support. Here's an Akari. That's what I have now. A Reforged. Let me see how many of that other set that I have. How many of the Lava Lich do I have? Interested to know that. Let's check our Stashy Lashy. Starting an eruption build, still low, but it feels like it'd be super strong later. That's good to know. That's good to know, John. because that's the next build that I want to make, and then another build video for you guys. I already said I want to make the pyro melee build, which is definitely on the list. I still got to figure it out. I think it's gonna have to have something to do with the cannonball set, but yeah, volcano. Ever since I tried the volcano skill in the story when I was just bullshitting around, I'm like, yo, I need to make that. I love the way the skill looks. I love the way it feels. I've got to make that, dude. I want that. No. No, I guess we don't have the helmet. Obviously, we have the body armor. Tortures, reforged, another cannonball. The panties, we have the panties. Epic, yes sir, yes sir. We do have the pants, that's a win. Increases the explosion damage and can be activated one more time. That's clutch right there. And we can do it, dude. We have the 3-set piece. I don't want to do it on stream. I gotta be honest. I don't want to do it on stream because I don't want you guys to make fun of me. You know, like, this guy doesn't know how to build shit. Because, like, yo, here's what you guys don't know about me. Because I'll make the build videos and then I just, like, it's a prerequisite during it that I stare at my screen for an hour and drool on myself. And I just don't want you guys to be part of that portion. Devastator's main, currently CT13, debating on bringing up my pyro soon. Hey, pyro is fantastic. Pyro's a fan. If you want to be aesthetically pleased, the pyro is the build, isn't it? So, but yeah, I definitely don't want you guys seeing me drool on myself in my normal procedure that is making build videos for you guys. So, I'll do it. I'll do it off stream, and then maybe we'll live stream with it before we make a build video. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And I don't want to feel cheesy and go to a different YouTuber and be like, "Oh, how did they do it?" I can't do that. Can't do that. Let me see. Dang, man, can we get good rolls, bro? Can we get some good rolls? I've not seen Rhino. I've not seen a lot of Devastators though, man. What's going on over there? How come you're talking about moving to your pyro? What's up with Devastator, dude? What's up? Can I get like a shout out to all my Devastators? Where are you guys at in the chat? What's going on? What's it like? Are you guys down that bad? Are you talking about switching builds? Does it suck that bad? I've heard of some builds like there's like supposed to be like a bleed build or something like that for y'all. Like, what's going on with that? Honestly, feels like they killed bullet damage. I agree. When I put out my first that Ashen bullet build, when I put that out, I was pushing for 15. I was pushing for Expedition level 15. And now it's just like I'm struggling on 12 and 13. Love my Devastator, great survivability with melee bleed. Here, I'm gonna say something to you, particularly Rhino, and you may agree or disagree. I love the idea of the Devastator. I went back and forth between Pyro and Devastator if I wanted to main, which one I wanted to main. I chose Pyro, obviously, because I told you the aesthetics, everything on fire. I think that's awesome. I cannot see very gear and mod dependent. Agreed. But I don't see a way in which Devastator ever becomes part of this meta, which I hate. If you've been part of the conversation last half hour to 45 minutes, you know, I don't like the idea of it. But I don't feel like the Devastator is going to be able to compete simply because of this. When I click right here, this is the in-game content. This is what people are shooting for, right? Bang. You got to be looking up here. The timers for the expeditions. They're everything, right? And if you make a build like a Devastator, which in my mind, I hear Devastator, I see some of the skills, I think that's a tank build, right? That's that archetype. That's the tank build. But that doesn't do a fucking thing at the end game. You don't get rewarded for survivability. There's no reason to spec into survivability because you can't do clear times like that. End-game Devastators are not the move. Dude, it makes me so mad because, like, that's an entire class almost. I mean, granted, there may be some DPS builds somewhere hidden in there that we haven't found yet. And fair enough, right? But that's an entire class. That's a tank class. That's completely irrelevant almost at endgame. Just simply because you put timers on the endgame content. I hope to God it changes. I really do. Because that's kind of what I've been holding off on. I see everybody's on the Technomancer, everybody's on the Trickster, and one of the reasons why I wanted to play Devastator so bad is because nobody else is playing it. But I can't. It's like, how am I going to make it work? Honestly, Techno just puts out too much damage, very little build needed. Built-in 100% ammo uptime. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I think one of the things that I celebrated before the game came out was a couple of things. Build variants was an obvious thing to me that was going on. I was like, hey, there's a wide variety of builds that every class can make. Are you guys noticing when I lean forward, my brightness shifts on my face? That's weird. Anyway, build variants. I was like, yo, it's going to be dope. I'm going to see lots of creativity. We're going to see some unique things. I was really excited about that. Just like I thought all the classes felt and looked very unique and customizable, and you know what I'm saying? It didn't look cookie cutter to me. I thought that maybe you might have these cookie cutter ideas with the archetypes that were like the glass cannon, the tanks, the support, the heal, yada yada. I thought we might see some of that, but I mean it's not that way. And then now I'm feeling really, really let down about that aspect in particular. And it doesn't even necessarily affect me. As a pyro, I'm like, Techno and Trickster are probably the move, but I enjoy pyro. But as it stands now, it's like, can you even enjoy Devastator? Can you? I don't know, man. It can be useful teaming up, but still will be tougher. Yeah, man, it's just all about DPS, unfortunately. For sure, timers made me change my full tank build and look at me level 30. Can't still... Full rigor once at endgame is rather costly. 100% it is. Dev is awesome and needs a lot higher tier mods to make it a monster. Yes. They need to remove timers for endgame. Right, and they do need to remove timers, but how do you do it? How do you make an endgame that is currently built around timers? How do you remove the timers and then make it a competition? How do you make it a challenge? What are the tiers and rewards, right? Like, maybe you should have options. So hear me out. Maybe this sounds weird, but just hear me out, okay? What if I went to this expedition just like I'm at right now? You know, I click frontline, boom, okay? I set my tier. I want to do tier 15. Okay, what if there were two options? What if there was sort of like a DPS option? Hey, I want to clear this motherfucker as fast as humanly possible. And then what if there's a survivability option? You know what I'm saying? Where you instead the timer was set towards so for the DPS option, it would be like the way it is now. You have to beat this in 11 minutes and 44 seconds. While in the other one, you had to survive it for 11 minutes and 44 seconds or 15 minutes or whatever it is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what if they just did that? Whole new raids, turn these into dungeon styles, then make them a new play style. That could be, I mean, I'm trying to think of it in the way that a development team would think of it. So you would have to create entirely new content for that idea. And while I would love entirely new content, it's more content, right? That's fantastic. What's going to be the most work? What's the easiest to implement into the game? A survivability timer is not that difficult, I imagine. I'm not a dev. I don't code for a living, right? I don't do all that stuff. But I imagine survivability timers for endgame is much easier to implement than in putting out entirely new in-game content because this one just doesn't work and forces a meta down people's throats that, not to say that they don't want, but it makes content in your game irrelevant. And you want everyone to experience and enjoy every bit of your game, right? That makes sense. Makes sense to me. So off the top of my head, not that I'm some sort of like brilliant person or that idea doesn't have at least a few small holes in it. I mean, there's got to be something, right? Put in some kind of mission challenges instead of timers. Yeah, that would be a good one. That would be a good one. You know, like they already have the basis of that, right? So when I go into expeditions, for example, and there's a portion of the expedition where I have to stand in that circle and there's like a charge time and I got to stand there and kill enemies, yada, yada, right? That's an objective. That's low-key an objective right there. You know what I mean? Like shit like that, you know? Charge this, defend this, fucking, I don't know. Right? Kill monsters in this amount of time, survive the waves, I don't know. Objectives. I feel you, bro. I like that idea a lot. I don't know how I feel about puzzles. I don't know how I feel about puzzles, because while puzzles could be good initially, because it's like, oh, that's really I'm really trying to wrap my brain around that. Once the solutions to the puzzles gets out, everyone's gonna know what to do. You know, it's kind of part of the problem on Destiny. You know, for those big raids and stuff. Drought Palace. Right, like maybe one person must stay in a circle for gold or something. Yeah, man. I mean, look. It's not that bad. It's not that hard a concept to figure out. It's not. And if they choose not to fix it, I mean, they're telling us basically that, you know, only a handful of builds in the game are viable, and they're limiting their content. It's tough. Do I have all characters? No. I literally only have a Pyromancer. I haven't touched anything else. And I'm thinking about it, but you know, I haven't touched anything else at the moment. Hey, there's my recent video over there. Pretty good one. And I don't know, man. Here's what I like, and I don't have simple answers like, look at all these resources I have. I almost have 1 million drop pods, bro. Almost have 1 milli. Do those carry over to other characters or no? You guys know? Do you get anything extra from the expeditions you pay drop pods to enter? Yeah, Rhino, I believe you get a higher magic find value. If you don't know what magic find is, basically increased odds to get legendaries. Yeah, I proved it. I said, watch this. I went and did, which one did I do? Colosseum. I did Colosseum, and you only pay like 80 drop pods for that one or something like that. And I got bronze on it, and I still got legendaries no, I got silver. Silver was what I got. And it was supposed to be only like a 28 or 30% chance of a legendary. And I got it because they buffed that, they increased that because you pay drop pods to play it. They don't. Each character has his own resources. Got it. Well, I don't love any of these, but I'm going to play Drought Palace just because you pay. And I have 1 million. So it's like, why wouldn't I? I'm not going to get a very good clear time here. I'm just telling you guys. We're still on the grind. We are still on the grind. And we're figuring out all the developers' questions and answers for them. All we got to do is send these clips to them. Send it. They could have that shit done next week. And it would be us. And we could all high five. We'd high five. Maybe some butt slaps. You know what I mean? Some good athletic, good intentioned butt slaps. And ignoring those. Yeah, they're harder. They're harder for a reason. And I believe it's because of the magic find. I cannot confirm this. There's no statistical evidence that confirms that. I haven't seen devs comment on it either. That is my belief. I want to be really clear about that. I don't ever want to feel like you guys, like I'm ever like misleading you guys, you know, but that is how I feel. And I feel like I've ran them enough that I've just seen it enough. I'm glad to see you on YouTube now. Thanks, dude. I'm glad to be here, bro. It's been a breath of fresh air, man, honestly. I have all 4 characters, only Pyro's campaign done so far. Got it. Maybe I'll stream another time when I want to make them, you know? Maybe we can do that together or whatever, if you guys are interested in that. Not sure. You wanna know what's crazy to me? Can I tell you guys something? Here's what's crazy to me. He just mentioned, you know, good to see me on YouTube and all that. And I am truly happy to be here. Making videos has been a lot of fun for me, and I've gotten a lot more feedback and interactions and engagements with you guys since I started the Outriders stuff, and that's just been fantastic. But I was on Twitch for 1.5 years before I decided to come over here. Dude, I'm getting wrecked right now. I was on Twitch for 1.5 years, and I averaged 8 or 9 viewers, bro. 8 or 9 viewers, and you know, I don't have the best streaming setup, you know. I try my best to talk and entertain and be to engage and stuff like. I'm not the best streamer around, is what I'm saying. But 8 viewers, and then I come over here on YouTube for my first stream, and there's 19 of you in here right now, in the first 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? That's nuts, man. That's nuts. And it feels really good because it's like, hey, I kind of took a chance. I know it's not like a huge chance because I only had like 8 or 9 viewers on. I thought there was a guy over here. I only had like 8 or 9 viewers on Twitch, so it's like not a huge chance, but it's one of those where like I'm like, man, I invested all that time and I have those viewers over there. And they fuck with me, you know. I can always count on them to be in there when I boot up the stream and yada yada. So it still felt like an investment. Twitch is dead, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Twitch has got a lot of problems, if you ask me. And this is from, like, if you're big on Twitch, then you don't have these problems, right? Like, you're good to go. But there are people who are trying to make it, you know? They're trying to get in front of a bigger audience, and they think they have something important to say, or they have the type of personality that would be great to you know, host a community full of people, like-minded people. And there are. I've truly seen, I have a good friend of mine. His name's Rob, and Rob is the best streamer. He is the best streamer I know. He is the most engaging, entertaining streamer. He has shit, the mechanics of his stream are interactive. Like, dude, it's a blast to be over there. I subscribe to him. I don't subscribe to many people on Twitch. I sub to him. And he gets, I see him average probably 15 to 20. Probably 15 to 20. And he's been doing it for years. And I'm just like, how? And it's the most unfortunate thing. It's like Twitch is not set up for small streamers to actually succeed over there. Twitch doesn't care about small streamers. They don't. Because they've had that platform. I've been the main person on that, the main platform on the main social on the streaming platform for years. And they have not implemented anything that was beneficial for smaller streamers. Think about it like this. Thank you for that, Rhino. I appreciate the kind words, dude. Think about it like this. I don't know if you guys remember Mixer. Do you remember Microsoft's streaming platform called Mixer? They tried to implement it with like Xbox and Windows and stuff like that, and it was cool. Even Mixer came out, and they had this thing called, what was it called? It was like Hype something or whatever. So if you were playing like Call of Duty, or you were playing like Rainbow Six Siege or something, and you got into like a clutch moment, you know, they would take your stream and they would throw it on this, like the front of a page, so everybody could see it. Come watch this guy. Come watch this guy. He's, you know, this is a crazy part of the fucking game that you would totally want to see. And they were doing that for small streamers. And it was awesome. Twitch doesn't care. They don't even do shit like that. Random watched it, and you were the next in the queue. Just super cool that YouTube just slotted you there. That is super cool. I'll say, that's not luck. That's not luck. I have to preach on this for a minute, okay? Where is this asshat, man? Where is he? Yo, this guy. I talked about this earlier. This dude's ruining my run. This dude's ruining my run, bro. Where is he? Yo, that's sick. And then he just disappeared. Yo, I'm sick, bro. Yo, yeah. I lost my train of thought. That's not luck. A lot of people think YouTube is luck. YouTube is not luck. I have done... They ruined the runs. Yes, Brian. Yes, Byron. That shit just blew my entire run right there. I just wasted like 30 minutes, probably like a minute. It was next in queue. That's so awesome. But it's not luck, boys. I've done an absurd amount of research on how to do the things that get your content in front of people. And I'm starting to see that some of it is working. And I'm going to continue to do even more research. Because like I said in the beginning of the stream, I want this to be a thing. You know what I mean? Not like, oh, it's a thing. Like, I want it to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want this to be something that I do and can continue to do. I have paid for research. I have taken classes. I have instructors. You know what I mean? Like, I'm determined to figure this shit out. And it's working. And I'm seeing a little bit of growth, and that's really cool. I'm excited to see where it goes. I don't want it to stop. I'm afraid it'll stop. But, I mean, we're trying new strategies. I'm streaming on here today. I didn't plan on streaming for a while. We'll see, man. Yeah, dude, it's an understanding of how it works. And it's complicated. I'm not saying that like it's easy, but anybody could do it. If you guys wanted to, you could start a YouTube channel right now. You guys could do it. And if you knew how shit worked, you'd be at least a little bit successful right off the bat. You would. Right? The only other part that I've not gotten to yet is consistency. Because most of my Outriders content's only been out for 2-ish weeks. We're not to the place where I would be considered consistent yet. And that's simply just because the content I've been posting just hasn't been available for that long. But we're gonna get there, man. And that's the last piece of the pie. You know? We'll keep pushing, dude. I'm excited. Same way. That's good to hear that you guys are getting there off of suggestions, recommended, or next in queue and things like that, man. I'm really, that's one thing, man. That's one thing that like I'm really proud of, because I'll tell you what, I tell my friends all the time, like, you know, I want to take YouTube and streaming and stuff seriously. And you hear that a lot from people. They're like, oh, I want to be a streamer. Like, everybody says that shit nowadays. And I don't want to be the guy that says that and then looks stupid because everybody wants to do that and not everybody knows how to do it. And I want to make sure if I'm taking a chance at it that it's my best go. You know what I'm saying? It's my best effort. So if I fail, I knew that it's just something that wasn't meant to be for me. I don't want to fail because I didn't know something. And that goes, I mean, it's YouTube, but that's everything. I'm failing this T15 right now. But that's everything, man. I don't ever want to fail anything because I just didn't know something. So I'll always do the extra research, and I'll always, you know, ask people who know the things. Dude, these ads, bro. I'm never doing this one again. This sucks. Diablo 4 is gonna blow you up. You watch. Man. I would be really excited to be a Diablo content creator. You have no idea. To be a Diablo content creator would be... How do I put it? To be a Diablo content creator would be one of the things that I would be most proud of in life. And a lot of you probably sit there and you're like, what the fuck? That sounds lame. I don't even like Diablo. Okay, Diablo means, yes, Diablo is coming to consoles, as well as the D2 Resurrected. Even if it wasn't, I'd still play it on PC. A lot of people don't know it, and maybe it sounds stupid to say it, but I grew up on Diablo. I'm old. I'm 31. So I was around for Diablo 1. I played Diablo 1. I watched my dad play Diablo 1. I watched my dad play Diablo 2. And then when he thought I was of age, I don't remember, I was like 9 or 10 or some shit, he bought me this... I'm skipping parts here. Let me go back. I would watch my dad play Diablo 2 like it was my job. Like, you don't understand. We had these little folded chairs, and my dad always had a really nice computer because he was a gamer. Like, he was a computer gamer, bro. And there was something about Diablo when I was young. I was like, yo, this shit is so fucking cool, bro. Look at his characters, yo. They're badass, and they got these badass spells, and they're blowing up the entire screen and shit. I'm like, there's these monsters, and I got way into the lore, and it was dark, and I was like fucking 9 or some shit. But it was dark as hell, and I was like, man, this shit is so cold to me, bro. And so I used to watch my dad. I would pull out a folded chair and watch my dad play that shit like it was nobody's business. I used to make events out of it. I was like, yo, mom, we used to live next to this Walgreens, right? You don't know what Walgreens is. It's just a corner store, right? And so we used to live next to this Walgreens, and I would be like, yo, ma, dad said he's about to play Diablo in 20 minutes. I'm about to make a thing of it. I would get popcorn. I would walk over to that Walgreens, and I would go get myself candies. And it was like, yo, it was like we're at the fucking movies. I used to make events out of watching my dad play Diablo 2. Anyway, skip a couple years, and Diablo 2 ended up having a long shelf life. People still play that game, but it was 10 years of Diablo 2 before Diablo 3 came out. And well, that was I was thankful that was the case, because eventually my dad ended up noticing that I was obsessed the same way he was with Diablo, and he bought me a computer for my birthday one year, and it was a shit computer, but it had the specs to like just well enough play the game. And he had his computer and he set it up right next to mine, or other way around. He set my computer up right next to his. And we used to play for hours. And I would play solo, or I would play with my dad. I didn't have any other friends that played that shit, so it was just me and him. And eventually, I had a younger brother who was 3.5, 4 years younger than me. And eventually what had happened was my younger brother started playing that shit too. Well, skipping steps again. He used to watch me and my dad play, like I used to watch my dad play when I was younger. Anyway, I'm getting into it. Long story short, I grew up with Diablo, and it is a very special game to me, and it means a lot to me personally. So I get geeked anytime I see, you know, new Diablo's coming out, or the D2 remaster, bro. I can't tell you how geeked I am for that. Anyway, all that to say, I would be ecstatic. You could not simmer me down off the idea of blowing up off of Diablo. That would be just the match made in heaven type of scenario, you know?
Something else.
You're 28, I'm 36. I remember Diablo way back when. Hey man, us old heads. We're old heads now. Can you believe that? I was always the young guy everywhere. It's crazy that we're old heads now, bro. We used to play Wolfenstein, man. Look at these assholes, man. I know I'm already on silver. I'm definitely bronzing this. We're going to put my method to the test, by the way, because when I bronze this, we're going to see if I still get a legendary, because I paid those drop pods. Yeah, man, it's weird. It's weird to be in my 30s, well into my 30s now, you know? That's definitely weird. But it is what it is, man. I still love the same shit. And you used to play Wolfenstein and Doom. I used to play the shit out of Doom. When they that was another one of this, not quite on the level of Diablo by any means, but I rocked Doom. My dad played Doom, and when that shit came, when they came out with the new ones, oh man. And I get off on that fucking soundtrack. Can we talk about the Doom soundtrack for a second, please? Working with people half my age. I always worked with people double my age. Before this, well, tell me what you did, Shock. What do you do for a living where you work with people half your age? And while you do that, before I got into this, I coached varsity high school basketball in North Texas. So I don't know, it's like a weird transition into YouTube. But God, I'm getting absolutely smothered. I'm gonna die, bro. And I need a ammo crate. There's one in the back over yonder. Yo, they're having me. They're letting me have it. Yeah, I used to coach high school basketball, bro. Do maintenance in a factory. I could see younger people working in there for sure, man. I don't know if we're gonna do that one again. That shit was really hard. That shit was super hard. But yeah, coaching basketball. I used to go up against coaches. I mean, I coached it for 9 years. Started when I was 21, 22. And every time I looked across the sideline at the coach over there, I mean, they were always like 50-something minimum. Always. I was like, damn. Yo, is that a legendary right there? Hey, I taught PE while I was coaching basketball. That's so crazy. Switching to law enforcement, so I know I won't be the youngest anymore. Sheesh, man. Yeah, man, that's part of it, dude. That's cool that you switched. Can I ask why you decided to switch? That's so crazy, man. That's so crazy. I taught PE for that same amount of time. Dang, I want to do another archways, bro. We need to get gold, bro. I'm tired of this shit. I need gold, man. So crazy. I wouldn't want to work with younger people nowadays. No shots. I'm not taking shots. So if you're younger in the chat. But y'all's generation, man. What is it? Gen Z? Is that what you guys are? Gen Z? What am I? Am I a... What generation am I? I'm a millennial, right? They used to talk mad shit about us. You know that? They used to talk mad shit about Gen Z, about millennials. And then Gen Z came around. You know what I mean? Gen Z came around, and now we're looking pretty good. Gen Z came around, and by association, we look fucking good. It's like a higher calling. No feels fulfilled with teachings I wanted to be. Hey, I understand that. That's partially why I made the move as well. So you were talking to someone who gets it. Gen Z. I won't make the standard, you know, prods of saying, hey, maybe don't eat Tide Pods. I won't say that, you know? I won't say things like that. But they do things that are confusing at best. And that's the best and most respectful way I could word it. Obviously, that's not everybody. So if you're like, I never ate a Tide Pod. Like, I get that, you fucking Gen Z weenie. I get that, right? Generally speaking. Jesus, motorcycle, is it loud enough? Yo, can I get one good run here, please? Gen Z is interesting. Interesting is a good word for it. Interesting is a good word for it. Let's move on. I don't want to piss people off. Where's everybody from, man? Where are we from? Where are we from? I originally from Chicago. Moved down to Texas. Worked there for 10 years. Now I live in Florida, next to a wonderful beach. Boomers already messed stuff up worse than anyone since so Z is okay as far as I see it. Wonder what are my gender pronouns? My gender pronouns are bro and dude. What are yours, M&D Studios? Ohio, Colorado. Ooh. Is it still cold over there in Ohio and Colorado? It's been 70 degrees and slightly breezy for about 3 months here. California. Hey, I won't talk shit to you. You guys got that weather. Yo, I feel like my neighbor's outside just revving his fucking Harley. Jesus. What's the weather like out there in Ohio? I got family out there. Give me archways. Yo, I'm getting blown. What is that, bro? Let's go back to Coliseum, I guess, bro. Dude, it's beautiful outside, man. It's beautiful. I might go to the beach, bro. I might go to the beach after this. It's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow too. Maybe I'll save my beach day for tomorrow. Might hit 60 today. I'm talking about snow on Wednesday. What the shit? 60 degrees and sunny. Hey, I mean, that's still a nice day though. That's still a beautiful day. Am I actually good at this game? No. I just play a lot. I'm not actually good, I just play a lot. Luckily for me, typically with looters, if you play a lot, eventually you'll get good gear. So that's why I tend to stick to looters, you know? They get all 4 seasons every week. Are you any good at this, M&D, or no? Or no? I probably have, I said it earlier in the stream, I meant to go show you guys too. I've probably played over 200 hours of this already. Like a fucking dweeb. Is what it is, I like it. What do you want? I want these all wrapped up. Boom, there we go. With the bullet nerfs, I mean, most YouTubers are good. Let's be real about it. YouTubers are pretty good at the game. They got early access, or, you know, they're pushing hard to make content first and yada yada. Most YouTubers are good. Is what it is. There we go. Give me that, some of that sweet, sweet damage. Yeah, the bullet nerfs, though, definitely killed it for me. Definitely killed it, like... I just don't understand. I think that's one thing about a PvE game. Like, why would you nerf anything? You know what I mean? Why would you nerf anything? If you want things to be balanced, you need to do some of the things that we talked about earlier. Changing the way the in-game content is formatted to balance some things out. But when you tell people, hey, we're gonna nerf this, it's like, I guess you only wanted these builds to be good at the end of the day, because that's kind of what you've created, right? Kind of what you've created a little bit. It's a little frustrating, you know? My mindset about all that stuff is like, hey, just buff everything. If you want the game to be balanced and you feel like something is too strong, then buff the rest of the things. Then everything will be equally as strong, and now you have true build versatility, and you get to have a bunch of people running around who are overpowered. Good. Good. I want to be overpowered. I want to run around and feel like an absolute god. Is that not the case for everyone who plays games like these? You just want to run around and just melt people's faces. Like, why else would anyone play these types of games? No one plays this type of shit to like feel like a regular dude. Like, I don't want to play a game that's like, hey, you want to know what it's like to take regular average ass PTV and put him in a game and then have him shoot bullets and shoot fire out of his hands, but still get fucking wrecked? I don't want to know what that's like. I want to be unstoppable. You know what I mean? I want to flex and then watch somebody explode because I couldn't handle the muscles and the veins. That's what I want. But to each their own, I suppose. It's not my game. Hey now. Can I get a reload? Thank you. Have all of that. Every bit of it. Have every single bit of that. See what I'm saying? I like that, because it's like, oh, you tried to square up, and now you're melted. That's tough. Come on, man. Come on. Pass this part. 1.5 minutes is not very good. Buff loot drop percentages. Right, right. If you want to do that, yeah, then I should come across the... Ooh, excuse me. Didn't mean to pop you guys in the face right there. If you want to do that, then fine. But they give me the opportunity to build the builds that you obviously want me to make. You know, by allowing the equipment to drop more. Is this on easy mode or what? Feels like it sometimes when I fucking run through it, doesn't it? When I fucking run through that shit, when I do it, I make it look like it's easy, don't I? Jesus. Making the game harder but not rewarding for it. Yeah, I agree. I agree. They've got a lot of work to do, and I know that a lot of this stuff probably would have been addressed had it not been for the inventory bugs, which we've almost gone 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours without mentioning. Did not talk about it at all. But I imagine that a lot of this stuff is being prioritized, but behind that, of course, it is the most, it is worthy of prioritization, so it is what it is. Speaking of, I imagine, since you guys didn't bring it up, none of you guys were affected by that either? I haven't been. Apparently, it's only people who play lots of multiplayer. I don't know. Let me back up a little bit. Let me back. Let me get some space, my guy. Dude, I can't roll backwards. Oh, I'm so done. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I'm done. I'm donezo. Oh, I'm out. That was when my tech time made a pyro. Got it. You did the smart thing. Started a secondary, so you're like, if I lose it, whatever. I feel you. some. Let's go. Alright, we're not doing too bad. Pyro was dope. Tennis was boring after a while. Yeah, I just like the way all the skills look, man. Like, just like walking into a room and then everything be on fire, like, that's just sick, right? Look at all that. Just like that, everything on fire. Just like that, everything's up in flames. That's cool, you know? I don't want to, like I've already admitted it, to being so shallow as to pick the class simply just for the way that it looks. But it's been paying dividends. I've been enjoying the gameplay as well, so. Where we at? Where we at? Oof. There we go. Get that AoE damage popping. We love to see that. Turn around. Get some of this. You're really cute when you slay monsters. Thanks, bro. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Don't think I didn't notice how cute you were looking over there, too. Cute as fuck. Yo, this guy's stuck here. Watch this screw my time right here because I can't kill him. Do you have a boyfriend yet? No, my wife would be upset if I had a boyfriend, so it's just me and her for now. Get some of that. Let's go, dude. Don't die, bro. Don't die, bro. Pop that. Yes, sir. We get out of there. Oh, I didn't think we were going to get out of there. I can treat you better than she can? I doubt it, man. Doubt it, bro. I doubt it. She moved me to the beach. Wish my wife let me play games on the weekend. Oof. Yeah, you're going to have to work that one out. That was a prerequisite for me. When we started dating some time back, I was like, hey, I like games a lot. So that's gonna have to be a thing. I set my lines. I drew my lines quick. Alpha leaps are awful, bro. Look at them. I can't walk back at all, dude. That guy almost messed me up when he logged on right there too. That was a bad look. Anyway, I doubt it, man. My wife moved me to Florida, so they moved me to Florida so we could live at the beach, bro. So that's kind of hard to top, you know what I mean? All right. I used to. Now I spend time with her since she works during the week. I get to play then. Oh, okay. As long as you get your time, man. You got to get your gamer time in. As long as you're getting it somewhere. Let's go. Yo, it just got really quiet, bro. Everything was exploding. All kinds of shit, and it got really quiet. Man, I'm out. Nice chilling in chat and hope to pop in soon. Hey, Jay Leach, man. Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you, dude. You have a good one. I'll see you the next time, okay?
Who are you?
Who are you? Yes, sir. Man, come on. Even if we get silver here, like I said, we paid those drop pod resources. We should still be getting a decent amount of, I'm still here, ooh-woo. The ooh-woo at the end. Oh, man. You know, I gotta fix something, because when I was on Twitch, I had this thing where people could use channel points, and they would like play a jingle or, you know, like a small little sound clip or whatever. And there's this ooh woo song. It's like super inappropriate. And everyone, no one would buy anything except for that one. So we heard that song non-stop in my other stream. That shit was crazy. Ooh woo. Get all that, bro. Right in your noggin. Right in your dome piece, dude. Oh, my sandwich. Nuh. Nuzzles. Yeah, but those Twitch days are behind us now. It's a shame. Crying shame. I think YouTube's a lot more hard on like copyright stuff, so I don't know if we can do things like that. Boom. Hey, thank you so much, Shock. I appreciate the time you spent in here, dude. Really appreciate it, man. Have a good one. Woo. Come on, man. Come on. It's freaking brood mamas, man. It's a brood queen. Excuse me. Didn't mean to disrespect. I didn't even realize. I just thought this was another brood mother. Reload, dude. Thank you. Let's go. Love that. He actually, this guy right here actually didn't take any AoE damage from the brood queen when she died. That's so weird. I hit her with a crit.
I think that's the last of the monsters, but
All right, now we got the people, the
maniac
folks.
isn't too happy about it. Here we go.
There you go. Love that. Get the AoE. Pop. Let's go. That's how you clear rooms out right there, man. Look at this noob. Oh my gosh. What the heck? These things, this cheating ass healing spell, man. Come on, come on, come on. All that for the anomaly power increase. Couple thermal bombs. Pop it. Boom. Should take care of it. Yes, sir. Love that. Love that. Let's go. One more. One more. And then we're going to take this to the test. I thought we were going to get bronze here, but we might pull out silver. I don't remember if this is the last wave or not. Power leveling characters. Okay. Hey, I tell you what, I might actually take you up on that. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it today, but like my hair. My hair, I have pretty good hair. I have, like, it's my mom's. Hair like my mom. But I might take you up on that, Peterman. You should join my Discord just in case. Maybe we can get a hold of each other in there. Oh, shit. I thought that was the last wave, bro. Damn, we're getting bronze for show. We're for show getting bronze, bro. Dang, that's brutal. Sheesh. No, sir. Get out of there. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys watch TikTok? You guys on the TikTok? Looked on there and tried to be on there for a little bit, but I don't know, man. I just can't seem to figure it out, you know? Like what TikTok wants people to watch and stuff like that. What do you watch on TikTok? Like, you can see, like, there's pretty funny skits or whatever from, like, some of the big creators, but outside of that, I'm just not sure. Look at all those yellows. Love to see that. Oh, man. Oh, man, I don't think we're going to do it. Makeup tutorials? Oh, okay. I guess I just haven't ventured to that part of TikTok. You think I should be? What should I post on TikTok, though? Byron? Dang, we are getting bronze, bro. That feels bad. Dang, bro. That's tough. Look up.
Not a bad shot. Maybe you'll finally shut up now. The pod is ours.
Videos of me working out? Oh, yeah. Post some basketball videos, huh? You guys want to see the jump shot? Funny videos. I'm sure Outriders content will get you somewhere also. Yeah, probably. I mean, I guess. I've got enough recordings to where I could just throw something on there. But there's not like a whole lot to do that's like funny about Outriders, you know? Like it would just have to be like small snippet objective based stuff. I don't know. Dang, we're not gonna get a legendary for bronze, bro. Theory is in the trash, dude. Theory is in the trash. Brutal. I feel you, Byron. Yeah, I need to do that. I got to do better. Like, I'm on, like, Twitter and Reddit and stuff, but I feel like nothing's really gotten me where I wanted to be, aside from, like, just search engine optimization from YouTube, you know? Let's see here. Do we get the booties we need? Damn, not the booties, bro. What, the anomaly status? That's not bad. Triggers one more time. Okay. Anomaly status, close range. Anomaly cooldown, skills. Oh, that one's way better. The ones I have right now are way better. Brutal. All right. I'm actually just going to delete them. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to delete them. Anyway. I'm going to tell you what, guys. I think we're going to close it down. I wanted to use today's stream just kind of as like a gauge to see if anyone even fucking showed up if I booted the stream up, and you guys did, man. Way better than my career on Twitch, you know? So, yeah, I want to do this more. I don't exactly know when I should do it. If you guys want to have a little bit of a say in that, you can always reach out to me on Discord. My link is down in the description of this video right here. Find a whole bunch of links for you guys to click on at your convenience. So I'd appreciate it if you did that. Outside of that, expect more videos. Today was a stream, so no video today. If you want to, and you haven't checked out the channel yet, you can always go check out the back catalog of all Outriders content, mainly based around the Pyromancer, but there's some other stuff in there too about like legendary farming and free legendary objectives and things like that. So I appreciate everybody popping in today. It means a lot to me. Appreciate everyone who's engaging in the chat, man. You guys made it a lot of fun. So thanks again, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. See you later.